Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for today. We're going to see what you need to know right now. This could be past, present, or future. You could be a cross watcher. Okay, just take it how it resonates for you. Now, with that being said, let's just see, Scorpio, what do you need to know right now? What is going on with Scorpio at this time? Divine angels. Let's see. The Two of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, so it looks like there's a choice here coming up that you have to make. You have to figure out which way to go forward here. There is a fight. There seems to be an argument or a conflict, disagreement here when it comes to giving to someone, receiving something from someone, giving something, all right? A Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what this is. Why is the Two of Wands here? All right, so we have Death, the Four of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so Scorpio energy here with Death, but this has to do with a permanent ending, okay? You have to make a choice when it comes to a permanent ending. This has to do with your stability, your home life, a community, something that you've built, okay? This has to do with some sort of communication, information, somebody gathering some sort of information here, and the Empress. We'll have to see what that is. Why is the Five of Wands here? The Knight of Wands in reverse and Strength. Okay, so there is someone that you're dealing with that's very impulsive, hot-headed, angry, combative, aggressive, with Strength right next to it. This could be somebody that is fighting with you, like maybe even physically. Okay, they could get a bit violent, aggressive. Oh yeah, they are. Five of Wands. This is an aggressive, angry fight. This is like violence. What's the Six of Pentacles? The Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups. It's kind of in reverse. So this has to do with a family situation. Something is very hard, or somebody is making something very hard. They're very defensive. I mean, it's almost like they don't want, like, this feels very isolating. Like they don't want you to have friends. They don't want you to have a social life. They're very aggressive, very hostile, very violent. So, okay, so my initial energy that I feel here is that you might be dealing with someone that could be very isolating. Like they don't really want you to have some sort of a social life with others. It seems to be that there's a lot of violence here in the home if this is someone that you live with. So it kind of looks like you're at a crossroads here, thinking about making a choice to end some sort of home life maybe. Tell me more about this Two of Wands. Like a living situation. Pathway in reverse. So you don't know if you want to go this pathway. So there's two paths, but one is blocked, or one is not a pathway forward, or you feel like you can't go down this pathway, or maybe you feel like your pathway is blocked. What do you mean? A date, planning, setting a date. Meeting someone new, a date. Time, it needs time. It takes time in time cycles. date and time, date and clock. You're trying to figure out the date and the time of something, or maybe the right time or the right date to do something. What is that about? Somebody that's codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. Okay, so it kind of feels like you're in a bad situation. I gotta be honest. And you're trying to figure out your options, but you feel like you don't know where to go or how to do something here because of somebody around you that's very controlling and very possessive and codependent off of you. I feel like you're unhappy in this situation. You don't want to be in this situation anymore. I mean, date and time is even giving me like you giving someone an ultimatum or you giving someone a date and a time. It's like, on this date, I need you to leave. Or on this date, I need you to do this and that. Is that what this is? What's date and time about? A Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A Queen of, who's also here. So you could be dealing with a Queen of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles reverse. The Sun, this is the truth about a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that's greedy, financially unstable, shallow and vain. The Two of Wands, yeah, you have a choice to make here. Or you could have even given someone two options. It's like, look, these are your options, okay? You can do this or you can do that. And you have this date and you have this time to figure it out. It's kind of even giving me like, look, some sort of a home life situation. So this could be different things. I mean, this could be like, it's time to move out or it's time to get a job. It's time to do something here. So I'm giving you until this date to get a job, or I'm giving you until this date to move out. It's giving me something like that. Ten of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody here is cruel, mean. They're snapping back. They're being aggressive with their words about losing some sort of an inheritance or a large amount of money or a family situation. What is that about? A judge. Adjudication. Somebody under judgment. Adjudication. Okay. Or maybe it's a court date. Maybe it's a court date. It's some sort of a date and a specific date and a specific time and some sort of a choice that needs to be made here. But somebody is codependent and they're obsessive, possessive, and controlling. All right, tell me more about this. The King of Wands. And a Queen of Cups in the reverse. And the King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Cups reverse, King of Wands. Okay, who are all these people? Somebody's not concerned. Or is this like somebody like saying, go live with someone else, or living with someone else, like go live with your other parent, or it's time to live with your grandparents, or I don't know, or it's time to move back home. I don't know, something like that. Lovers, a relationship. I mean, it's given me something like you want to change something in your life, but there's somebody close to you that is kind of codependent on you in a way, or they want to control your pathway. And this has to do with ending something completely, with home stability, family life. But you're giving someone a choice, and you're giving somebody a date and a time to take care of something, but there's conflict here. There's an argument here about that. So, okay, so what else about this situation? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, or like it's time to go get a job, okay? Like go work. This person, and they're angry about this. The Hierophant. They're angry about this. This person is going to have, so either they already did or they're going to have some sort of a angry outburst or emotional like reaction here, where they might go off on you. They might want to fight with you. About what? What's the Five of Wands? Stabbed in the back in reverse. Shocking attack in the reverse. In the reverse. Talking, text, calls, emails, conversing. There's a fight breaking out about a conversation, a fight breaking out over text or a phone call or a conversation. About somebody has a choice. Yeah, it's time to make a choice, or you're giving somebody choices. It's like, these are your choices. This is what you can do. Okay, so either you do this or you do that, but you need to do something. You need to make a choice. It's a conversation about that. A wealthy man. I mean, you could be the one with the money. Or it has to do with a wealthy man. You know what stabbed in the back in the reverse is giving me? It's like you don't want to blindside someone. Like, I feel like you don't want to just make a decision that ends up blindsiding the other person. Like, you don't want to stab them in the back by doing something behind their back. And this is just an example, okay? So just take it how it resonates, guys. It's just an example so that I can kind of explain the energy here. But it's like, let's say you want to move out and move in with someone else, okay? Like, let's say you're living with family and you want to move out and move in with a partner, okay? Just an example. You don't want to blindside your family member. You don't want to stab them in the back by just canceling the lease and like putting them out on the street and saying, all right, man, it's not, now you got to figure it out, right? It's like you want to give them a choice. It's like, look, on this date, on this time, I'm going to be doing this. So you have this amount of time to figure out what you're going to do, but this is my choice. And you have a date and a time, and up until then, you have to make a choice. And these are your choices. So maybe you could go this way. Maybe you could go live there. Maybe you could call this person. Maybe you can live with Uncle Ronnie. I don't know, right? It's giving me something like that because you wanted to be fair. You didn't want to stab them in the back or blindside someone or surprise them. I feel like that didn't go over so well. I feel like whatever this is, it did not go over that well. It broke out in a fight. I mean, this could even be something court related because we do have adjudication and the Hierophant here. This could even be something like a court situation, a date and a time, a set court date or whatever, and you telling someone, look, these are your choices, okay? If you want to do something amicably, and you want to make this work, then this is what you need to do. These are your choices. This is how you need to go about it. And then, you know, everything can kind of run smoothly. That didn't go over so well, I guess. Okay, something like that. What else? The Nine of Pentacles. It has to do with money, stability, finances, okay? Okay, so it could be about money, right? It could be about money as well. It's like, look, these are your choices, all right? This is what you need to do. When it comes to money, when it comes to some sort of finances, when it comes to giving some sort of money or something like that, these are your choices. Either you do this, you do it the right way, okay? You make it amicably, you do what you need to do, or there's going to be consequences, or it's not going to go that way, all right? So either you do the right thing or, you know, or I'll take you to court, basically, is something like that as well. It's definitely a choice. It's like, do you want to do the right thing, or it's like easy way or hard way? Okay? Easy way or hard way here. Either you do what you're supposed to be doing, or we'll take it to court. Okay? That could be that as well. Yeah, Judgment. The World in reverse, the Devil in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you didn't want to go down the toxic way, okay? You didn't want to go down the devil way. You didn't want to have to blindside someone or sideline them or do something behind their back. You didn't want to stab them in the back. You wanted to give them the choice, okay? You gave them a set date. You gave them a set time. You said, look, I don't want to stab you in the back. I don't want to do this behind the scenes. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to go. And these are your choices. So are you going to do the right thing or not? Because if you don't do the right thing, then we're going to go a different route. So this is the easy way or this is the hard way. It's your choice. I'm not going to do it behind your back. I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to go. And then you decide what you do with that. All right? I feel like that didn't go over so well. I keep saying that, but that's here. Okay, so let's see. Boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving, moving on. Yeah, it's like, so how are we going to move forward with this? All right, how are we going to move forward with this? I'd like to move forward. I'd like to find an amicable way of moving forward with this, but we're not playing games. These are the conditions. This is the set date and time. This is the way it's going to go. These are your choices. All right. Okay, so tell me more about this person then fighting, wanting to fight with you, getting aggressive, getting angry with you. The Five of Pentacles, about getting left out in the cold or poverty or financial hardship here. The Knight of Pentacles reverse and the King of Wands. A bad strategy, a bad financial plan, or somebody doesn't want to make long-term financial plans. Somebody's lazy. Somebody wants reward without effort. Somebody's not cooperative. They don't want to find an amicable solution to something. They don't want to put in the work. They're lazy. Not seeing something clearly here about somebody's future plans. There's something unclear about somebody's future plans. What do you mean? Strength, Leo energy. Again, strong Leo here. This has to do with somebody taking action. Somebody is upset. They're feeling dissatisfied and rejected, or they're unhappy. They're holding a grudge. They're resentful about you taking some sort of action to investigate something or look into something. Yeah, this is the salty person who's throwing some sort of a fit here. So they don't like this action that you're planning on taking because they're lazy and they don't really feel like putting in the work here, okay? They don't really like being told what to do. They don't really like that you're giving them some sort of choices and that they need to take action on this, okay? So what's the Six of Pentacles? Courthouse in reverse. They don't want to go to court with you. They don't want you to take them to court. They're not going to give to you in court. They don't want to go to court. Well, this is not their decision. You gave them the choices that they have. It's not really up to them to decide how it's going to go, okay? They're thinking about this, though. They're thinking about how to avoid the courthouse. So you try to be nice. I feel like you try to be nice, okay? You try to lay down the law, all right? And you try to map it out for them about, there's a couple ways that this can go, okay? You have a couple choices, right? So you didn't want to sideline them. You didn't want to stab them in the back. You wanted to give them the chance to correct their behavior, okay? You wanted to give them the chance to do the right thing, which is good, okay? To give them the chance to kind of, get their shit together, all right, and do something themselves. But all they're thinking about is they don't feel like doing that. They don't like the choices presented, and they're not going to do that. They would rather fight with you and argue with you and say, no, you can't tell me what to do, right? Okay, well, that was their choice. They had choices. You gave them choices, right? The King of Swords, yeah, you gave them choices, and now it's time to lay down the law, all right? The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. What's that about? The Magician, something that they're trying to manifest now, something they're trying to create now. The Ten of Pentacles with a large amount of money, some sort of a payout. What is that about? A divorce. A divorce? Or not being married? What is that about? Sudden change. Something is about to suddenly change. There's going to be shocking news. There's going to be shocking news and upheaval. There's going to be a surprise because there's going to be a sudden change. Okay, with what? With something being given to someone here. There's going to be something that's given to someone. Six of Pentacles, somebody receiving something, some sort of money, or somebody's going to be receiving something here, working very hard. The Ten of Wands, putting in a lot of work. High Priestess. This person is about to get exposed when something gets activated. They're going to get exposed because something's about to get activated, and that's going to lead to victory and success. What is that about? Bad health. Bad health. Somebody trying to get money off of someone for bad health. Somebody trying to get money from the court system for bad health. Somebody trying to get rich. Somebody trying to get money. Or somebody claiming that they had some sort of bad health. And something about not going to court, not wanting to take something to court. Something about a divorce. Okay, what are you trying to tell Scorpio with this? Private detective? Temperance. The Four of Wands. A home, a property. Something about losing something, all right? Having to let go of something, releasing something. Okay, something about looking for the answers, trying to find answers to something. The Seven of Wands. Somebody trying to block something here. Block something from ending, blocking something from changing. Somebody try to block an ending, block something from changing. A King of Swords. Somebody being stressed out, worried, anxious about somebody's jealousy, anger, obsession, codependence. This has to do with a Queen of Swords, a King of Cups, and somebody being sad. King of Wands at the bottom again. Yeah, there's about to be a moment of enlightenment here. Somebody's about to be under judgment. Because because of somebody not fighting something, or not wanting to fight with someone, or avoiding a conflict. Somebody wanted to avoid a conflict here because of somebody losing a gift, losing a blessing, losing some sort of evidence. This has to do with what somebody is still holding on to. Somebody is still holding on to something here. They have something in their possession, some sort of a phone. What is like a phone hacker? Somebody still has something in their possession here. What is like a phone hacker? That's what I'm getting. What is that? Stability, security, permanence, and growth. Money. Hesitation, surprise, invitation, or meeting. Have faith. Something is coming. There's going to be a surprise invitation, a surprise meeting because of money, and somebody stopping a pattern, or somebody breaking up. Something about a breakup. A breakup. What? Okay, this feels a bit mysterious. What are you trying to tell Scorpio here? Take action. That you need to take action on something. Or that somebody's about to take action on something, okay? High Priestess in reverse. The Eight of Swords. Or somebody's about to take action on something because they're not listening to their intuition about imprisonment or entrapment. A King of Pentacles trying to get away with something here. A King of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to take action, swift action. A King of Pentacles because they're trying to get away with something. Somebody's not listening to their intuition about taking action on something. What does that mean? Who's not listening to their intuition? A community. Not listening to their intuition, a community. When it comes to a mature woman and a coffin, a mature woman and a death, a mature woman ending something completely in a community, somebody's not listening to their intuition. About a mature woman and a coffin in a community. This has to do with somebody in high honor and some sort of money, sudden wealth. Somebody is not listening to their intuition about high honor and money because of a mature woman and a coffin. What the hell is this? A mature man. Somebody's going to take action. They're not listening to their intuition about a mature man, mature woman getting money for a death, getting money to end something completely, and the authorities. Why is imprisonment here? Entrapment, 8 of Swords. A Queen of Pentacles is going to be imprisoned and entrapped for what they've been investing in and working towards. Trying to give someone a painful ending here, thinking that they can get what they want, they can get their desires, they can cause a painful ending. This is what they've been working towards for a long time, is a painful ending. But they're not listening to their intuition that they're imprisoning themselves, or what? The 7 of Cups. Somebody is confused. Somebody is trying to balance something out. They're moving forward with something, trying to switch something around. An illusion about a plan, about working on something. A message about divorce, a message about corruption, about something corrupt, illegal. Temperance. 5 of Cups in reverse. Don't be sad. You're coming out of sadness. You're coming out of grief because of an illusion about... This Queen of Pentacles is causing an illusion. They're switching something around. And somebody's not listening to their intuition about action being taken, or somebody's not listening to their intuition, taking some sort of action because they're trying to get a burden off of their own back. They're trying to get themselves out of some sort of trouble. A Queen of Swords reverse. And this has to do with someone, a Queen of Swords in reverse, being sad, depressed, unhappy. Well, I mean, if it leads to their imprisonment, why don't, just go ahead. Their entrapment. They're the ones not listening, I guess. So it has to do with a choice, okay? A choice. Closing words for Scorpio, please. Somebody's going to try and create some sort of an illusion here, maybe to the court system, or to someone in authority, or it's about a marriage. A moment of enlightenment here about somebody giving something to someone, giving someone some sort of money, a lot of money. This has to do with a King of Wands in the reverse, coming out of poverty. A King of Wands in reverse, doing something to come out of poverty, doing something for a lot of money, somebody giving someone money, a lot of money, to create an illusion in the court system. Lovers. Somebody expecting something here with a lover, expecting a relationship, expecting someone to travel, expecting something with a lover. Okay, so I don't know exactly what is about to happen, but whatever it is, it's like you need to be prepared for this. Like you need to be prepared for something that's about to happen. Because somebody's about to try and create some sort of an illusion here about a lover, a journey, someone traveling, somebody giving someone a lot of money. Yeah, and some sort of a corrupt official. A corrupt official, some sort of corruption. The Star, the Knight of Cups, a wish fulfillment and somebody giving to someone. It's a wish fulfillment that somebody's gonna give something to someone or open their heart to someone. This has to do with somebody working long-term, a long time on a betrayal. Somebody that's been putting in a lot of time and a lot of effort into a painful ending, a painful betrayal. Somebody's about to give someone their wish fulfillment, or somebody's about to give something to someone for their wishes and desires. All right, so whatever it is, there's something here you need to be ready for, is what I'm getting, okay? And I feel like I'm not going to get more than that for you today, Scorpio, so I'm just going to leave it at that, all right? I hope it helps. Let's see. May has to do with May, a father, January, February, and a Gemini, a Libra, and a Pisces. And then we have September and Capricorn at the bottom. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.